Wear masks, they'll save you. No, they don't need to be medical grade masks. Any piece of cloth will save you. That's what the CDC said, right? Get the vaccine, it will save you. But guess what the CDC is saying now? Get the infection instead, it will save you. The CDC has made a joke out of itself, and it has been lying to Americans for the past 2 years in cohorts with its friends in the media. Today, they have all been exposed. And welcome. You watching TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Atul Mishra, and in this video I will tell you how anti-vaxxers and anti-maskers get a big thumbs up from the USA's top health agency. Let's begin. Have you been forced to wear masks? Have you been stared at in a dirty and judgmental way if you roamed around like a free citizen without the mask? Well, Americans were told since early 2020 that facial masks prevent COVID-19 infections. Americans were told to wear masks. It did not matter, the CDC said, if you were wearing a cloth mask or an N95 respirator. As long as your face was covered, they said, you'll be just fine. Weren't Americans who wore masks supposed to remain unscathed by the pandemic? Now the Centers for Disease Control, or the CDC, has woken up, and it has practically called cloth masks useless. The CDC quietly admitted last Friday that the thin cloth masks the agency and its corporate media allies spent the last 2 years cheering actually provide the least protection from coronavirus. According to the New York Times, it was the first time the CDC has explicitly addressed the relative ineffectiveness of cloth masks. The CDC said it wants to encourage Americans to wear masks rather than push them to wear the highest grade face protection, but also explicitly said that respirators provide the best level of protection. It said that loosely woven cloth products provide the least protection. Do you see what the CDC just admitted here? The CDC has really exposed itself. For 2 years now, Americans are being lied to. Why? Just so that they think wearing a mask is fashionable. They were told the mask can be of any material, but that it was essential that the mouth and nose remained covered. Now, however, the CDC has admitted that cloth masks offer the least protection. So why did the CDC and Democrat-friendly media lie through their teeth for 2 years? Were they trying to alter the social get-up of America? Were they trying to force people to wear masks despite those made of cloth not being effective? But it's not just the efficacy of cloth masks that the CDC has chosen to address. According to US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, natural immunity was 6 times stronger during the Delta wave than vaccination. Vaccines were more effective at preventing infection or serious illness than natural immunity from prior infections before the Delta variant became the dominant strain. After Delta became the main strain, vaccines alone grew weaker against the virus, and natural immunity got much stronger. The report prepared by the CDC said, importantly, infection-derived protection was greater after the highly transmissible Delta variant became predominant, coinciding with early declining of vaccine-induced immunity in many persons. America today has become the land of mandates. There is perhaps no other country, barring China of course, where harsh restrictions are still in place in the name of preventing the spread of coronavirus. The United States, which is supposed to be the land of the free, has today been colonized by anti-liberty forces. The American establishment is today effectuating a massive societal reject, and much of it has to do with how the state can interfere in the day-to-day lives of ordinary people. The least the CDC should do now for lying to the people of America for the past 2 years is say sorry. It's the least they should do to rectify their rather momentous blunder in trying to project cloth masks as lifesavers.